Hello everyone! Welcome back to our channel, and today we're going to discuss something truly extraordinary. You know what? The international music world was recently shocked by Park Jimin of BTS's spectacular achievement. Yes, Jimin, whom we know as BTS's main dancer and vocalist, is now truly shining as a soloist. And guys, this achievement is no joke. At the announcement of the iHeartRadio Music Awards 2025 nominations, Jimin's name appeared in 4 categories at once. 4. This makes him the K-pop soloist with the most nominations in the history of this prestigious American Music Awards show. Before we continue, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss updates about Jimin and the K-pop world. And if you're excited about this news, drop a comment below about which category you think Jimin will win. Okay, let's dive in. So guys, why is this achievement so special? This isn't just about numbers or ordinary statistics. This is a monumental achievement that will continue to be remembered as an important milestone in Korean music's journey on the global stage. Imagine, in the middle of the super competitive American music industry, where thousands of artists from around the world compete for attention, Jimin managed to stand at the forefront with 4 nominations at once. This shows that K-pop music, especially Jimin's work, can no longer be looked down upon. What makes this achievement even more extraordinary is its timing. You know, Jimin just completed his military service in June 2025. This is a period that's usually very challenging for Korean artists. Many artists experience a decline in popularity because they can't do promotional activities for a year and a half. But Jimin? He proved the opposite. The Muse album released in July 2024, while he was still serving in the military, continued to dominate various global music charts until the end of 2025. Guys, think about it for a moment. Without being able to perform at music shows, without being able to promote on variety shows, without being able to meet fans directly, Jimin's music still persisted and even grew stronger on the charts. This proves one important thing: music quality and emotional connection with listeners are far stronger than massive promotional hype. And this is an achievement that very rarely happens in any music industry. Now, let's talk about the iHeartRadio Music Awards itself. For those who don't know, the iHeartRadio Awards is one of the most prestigious music awards in the United States. What differentiates this show from other awards is its evaluation method. They judge artists based on chart performance, streaming numbers, radio airplay, and most importantly, direct voting from fans. So this isn't just about critics' opinions or the music industry, but truly the direct voice of the American public. When Jimin entered 4 nomination categories, this wasn't just recognition from the music industry, but also concrete proof that his music has touched millions of listeners in the United States. And guys, this is the largest and most competitive music market in the world. So if you can succeed there, it means you've entered the global league. Now, what's most thrilling is one of the categories Jimin was nominated for, which is Best Lyrics. Guys, this is a historic moment. Jimin becomes the first Korean artist ever nominated in this category. First, do you understand how significant this is? For years, there's been a view that Korean language lyrics are a barrier for K-pop artists to be fully accepted in the Western market. People said, oh, American listeners won't understand Korean lyrics, so K-pop music can't be deeply appreciated. But Jimin shattered that stereotype to pieces. His songs, especially Who, which became a global hit, proved that honest, emotional, and authentic lyrics can transcend language barriers. Listeners around the world felt the depth of emotion that Jimin poured into every line of his lyrics, even without fully understanding Korean. They felt the sadness, longing, and searching that Jimin expressed through his emotional vocals and powerful melody. And you know what? The nomination in the Best Lyrics category opens new doors for other K-pop artists. Previously, Korean artists were more often recognized in categories related to visual performance or general popularity, best group, best music video, or other fan-voted categories. But the recognition of Jimin's lyric writing quality shows that the American music industry is beginning to see K-pop not just as a superficial pop phenomenon that's full of visuals and dance, but as a form of music art equal to other genres. This is a very significant paradigm shift, guys, and Jimin is at the forefront of this change. He's not just paving the way for himself, but for the entire generation of K-pop artists who will come after him. Now let's discuss the other three categories. Each category reflects different aspects of his extraordinary musical success. Commercially, the song who has broken record after record that's hard to believe. Guys, this song became the first K-pop solo song to debut at #1 on the Billboard Global 200 and Billboard Global XGL, US simultaneously. This shows that Jimin has appeal that's evenly distributed worldwide, not just in specific markets. And what's even crazier, the song who stayed on the Billboard Hot 100 for 33 weeks. 33 weeks, guys. This is the longest record for a K-pop soloist. To give you an idea, most hit songs usually stay on the chart for a maximum of 8 to 12 weeks. But who lasted almost 8 months? This proves that this isn't just a momentary viral hit that disappears, but a work that has long-term durability and relevance. In terms of streaming, guys, the numbers are truly mind-blowing. The song who became the fastest K-pop song to reach 2 billion streams on Spotify, taking only 427 days. 427 days for 2 billion streams. This speed beats many global hit songs from top-tier world artists like Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran, or The Weeknd. And you know what? This song generated revenue of more than $8 million from Spotify alone, not including other streaming platforms like Apple Music, YouTube Music, and digital sales. These numbers aren't just Jimin's personal achievement, but also prove that K-pop soloists have commercial potential equal to, perhaps even higher than, other global mainstream artists. And this is very important for changing the global music industry's perception of K-pop. What makes Jimin's achievement even more mind-blowing is the fact that he achieved all this without full promotion. Guys, listen, there were no live performances on major American music shows like The Tonight Show, Jimmy Kimmel Live, or Saturday Night Live. No interview marathon on mainstream American media. No extensive promotional tour to various countries. All these achievements were purely driven by music quality, emotional connection with listeners, and strong support from a loyal fan base. This shows something very important in today's digital era. Quality music will find its own way to listeners' ears worldwide without needing to rely on massive and costly promotional machinery. Word of mouth, social media, and organic discovery on streaming platforms are far more powerful than traditional promotion that costs millions of dollars. Now let's talk about the Muse album itself. Guys, this album is a very mature and personal work of art. Jimin was directly involved in the creative process of this album, from concept to song selection. He wanted to tell a story about the search for inspiration, love, and self-identity through music. And you can feel that in every track. Each song in this album has its own narrative, but still connects within one big theme. There are songs about deep longing, songs about freedom of expression, and also songs questioning who we really are. The honesty and vulnerability that Jimin showed in this album touched the hearts of millions of listeners. In an era where much pop music feels mass-produced and loses personal touch, Muse comes as a reminder that the best music comes from an authentic and honest place. And guys, this is very evident in the song Who. This song isn't just catchy and pleasant to hear, but its lyrics are really deep. Jimin asks, "Who is my heart waiting for?" And this question resonates with many people who are in the process of searching, whether for love, life purpose, or self-identity. It's so universal, right? That's why the song can be accepted in various cultures and countries. The production quality of Who also deserves special mention. The song features a perfect blend of R&B, pop, and contemporary sounds that appeal to both Eastern and Western audiences. The arrangement is sophisticated yet accessible, with Jimin's vocals taking center stage. His vocal runs, the emotional inflections, and the way he delivers each line showcase not just technical skill, but genuine artistry. This is why the song has remained relevant for so long on the charts. It's not just about the initial impact, it's about repeat listening value, and who has that in spades. Jimin's 4 nominations at the iHeartRadio Music Awards 2025 also reflect a very significant change in the global music landscape. Guys, try to flash back 10 years ago, the year 2015. At that time, it was really hard to imagine a Korean artist could compete at the same level with American and Western artists in mainstream music awards. K-pop was still considered a niche market, only liked by certain communities. But BTS and the K-pop wave have changed everything. And now, Jimin as a soloist proves that this success isn't only for groups with large fan bases, but can also be achieved by solo artists. He's paving the way for the next generation of K-pop soloists to dream bigger and target global markets without fear or feeling inferior. The impact of Jimin's achievement is also strongly felt in the Korean music industry itself. Korean entertainment labels are now beginning to take solo artist careers more seriously, not just focusing on group success. They see that with the right strategy and good music quality, Korean soloists have enormous market potential at a global level. This creates a healthier ecosystem in the K-pop industry, where artists have more career options and paths to express their creativity. For us as K-pop fans, Jimin's 4 nominations at the iHeartRadio Awards is an extraordinary moment of pride. We see the artist we love getting well-deserved recognition on the international stage. But guys, more than that, this is also validation of our music taste. You know, for years, K-pop fans often face stigma and negative stereotypes. People often said K-pop is just hype, just visuals, no substance. Achievements like this prove that K-pop is a legitimate and high-quality music genre, worthy of appreciation just like any other music genre. And we as fans have the right to be proud of the music we love. Voting for the iHeartRadio Awards itself became an extraordinary fan mobilization moment. Jimin fans from around the world united to support his nominations, showing the power of modern, organized, and dedicated fandom. They're not just voting, but also actively promoting Jimin's music to new listeners through social media, playlist curations, and word of mouth. This creates a snowball effect that organically expands his music's reach. This phenomenon shows that in the digital era, the relationship between artists and fans has evolved into a mutually beneficial partnership. Artists create quality and authentic music, while fans help spread that music to a wider audience. This is a beautiful and powerful symbiosis. When we look to the future, these 4 nominations will be remembered as one of the most important moments in K-pop history. This is concrete proof that Korean artists can not only be popular in Asia, but can also compete and even excel in the highly competitive Western music market. The next generation of K-pop artists will look back on Jimin's achievement as inspiration and proof that their dreams of global success aren't impossible. And guys, what's most exciting is this is just the beginning. BTS will make a comeback as a complete group in 2026, and most likely Jimin will also release a new solo project. With the momentum he has now, who knows what other achievements he'll accomplish. But whatever happens next, the 2025 achievement will always be remembered. The legacy left by Jimin through these 4 nominations goes far beyond trophies or recognition alone. He has changed perceptions about what can be achieved by a Korean artist. He proved that with talent, hard work, and authentic music, there are no barriers that can't be broken through. No wall too high to climb. No dream too big to realize. The 4 nominations at the iHeartRadio Music Awards 2025 are a symbol of the long journey Jimin has taken, from a young trainee in Busan who dreamed of becoming a dancer, to becoming one of the most influential soloists in the world. And this journey is far from over. There are still many chapters to be written, still many records to be broken, still many hearts to be touched by his music. What's particularly inspiring about Jimin's story is his resilience and dedication. Throughout his career, he's faced numerous challenges, from intense training days to the pressures of global stardom, and even the mandatory military service that temporarily paused his momentum. Yet through it all, he's maintained his artistic integrity and connection with his audience. This authenticity is what sets him apart and why his music continues to resonate globally. Guys, in closing, I want to say that we're very fortunate to be witnessing this historic moment in real time. We are witnesses to the transformation of the global music industry, where artists from Korea can stand equal with the world's biggest artists. And Jimin is one of the pioneers making it all possible. So, will you support Jimin in the Heart Radio Awards voting? Which category do you think he has the best chance of winning? And what other achievements do you expect from Jimin in the future? Drop all your opinions in the comments section. And don't forget to like this video if you're excited about Jimin's achievement. Subscribe to our channel for other K-pop updates and share this video with all the ARMYs and K-pop fans you know. That's all for today, guys. See you in the next video and keep streaming Who to support Jimin. See you.